your life matters, and everything that you do matters as an embodied example of what's possible for the collective. So something you can ask yourself is, what if everybody did that? And what if you turn your life into a masterpiece, just starting really small, starting really simple, starting with yourself? Turn your life into your own personal masterpiece, your own personal piece of heaven on earth that can be vibrationally echoed throughout the multiverse. So, here we go. To begin, I invite you to, we'll start sitting, and then if you want to lay down after a while, you can. But let's start sitting. So I invite you to straighten your spine and relax your body, and close your eyes or lower your gaze, whatever feels most comfortable. And with your head, you want to make sure your spine is straight. So you're going to just imagine there's a string pulling up on your head, and just tune in with your breath. Notice how when you breathe, all of your tissue is connected, and it's as if your whole body is breathing. Just tune into that for a few breaths. Now send your roots down into the earth, and notice the vibration of the earth right where you are. What is her personality like? What if you imagine that there's no buildings, no houses? It's all just nature right where you are. What kinds of plants, animals, rocks, vegetation grow there? invite you to drop your consciousness into your heart. Your whole consciousness, as if your heart had a brain and your heart had eyes. If it helps you, you can imagine that you're a little Buddha sitting in the center of your chest in your heart chakra. And just bring your whole point of view down into the heart. Now, what you came here to overcome. You're seeing the materials that you're going to have to work with, your body, whatever gifts and talents you have, possibly family resources or lack thereof. Just see the challenges that lie ahead. See yourself there with your spirit team. They're helping you prepare for this earth mission. What kind of advice do they have for you to make it through? What kind of warnings are they giving you? What is your earth mission? Did you come here to bring heaven on earth through your own body? Did you come here to be love? Did you come here to break familial curses? I want you now in that space before your conception to create a mantra for yourself to remind you why you came here. So something you may want to use is you're going to be whispering this in your ear as you go through your life, as I guide you through your life. So you might want to whisper in your ear, you came here to be the example of love, or you are a solar king, or you came to break the curses, or you are the embodiment of love. This should be something positive, a positive reminder, something hopeful. Just find your key phrase now. Maybe the key phrase is, you're going to overcome it all. You are bound to be successful. You are an embodied earth goddess. What would you like to remind yourself of in those darkest hours? Just pick a key phrase now that will be the mantra to anchor you back into your soul's power as you go through those difficulties in life. did your challenges propel you forward with what you came here to do? Now I want you to imagine jumping into your mother's belly. During this time you were in between the worlds. You could see what was going on there and begin to feel the earth and some of the distorted energies that you were about to jump into, as well as the love. But you also were still in touch with your soul and where you came from. So I want you to see how the pregnancy was and how it felt to be in the belly of your mom, and just remind yourself of that phrase right now. You are a solar king. What does it feel like to remind yourself of your mantra while you're in your mom's belly? You to see yourself being born. This could have been a pleasant experience or a harsh experience. I want you to be there, your mature adult self, kind of taking the form of an angel there. You're like an angel, and you're mediating your own birth, reminding your soul of your mantra. You are a solar king. See that very first year of your life. Was it organized? Was it chaotic? Was everything in line? Were there traumas? Were there misattunements? Did your siblings receive you well? What did you go through? How did you adapt to Earth? want to go into that 4th year and remind yourself who you are. You are a solar king. You're growing up fast. 5 years old. See yourself, see your family, all that you're learning, little traumas you've already taken on, maybe big ones. How can you anchor in with yourself now to provide a stream of spiritual support as if you were an angel present with yourself at that time, whispering to your little you the mantra of your soul's truth? You are a solar king. Challenges. Where do you want to go in and remind yourself of who you are? Just take this chance now to go into the 6th year of your life and gather those pieces, remembering who you are, and whisper that mantra in your ear. You are a solar king. Your 7th year. Anchor in with yourself, giving yourself that support and encouragement that you may not have been getting from outside. Remind yourself who you are now. Whisper that mantra into your ear. Reminding yourself who you are, where you came from, what you're here to do. Whatever that mantra is, something like, you are a solar king. See your 8-year-old self. What did you like to play when you were 8? What did you like and not like? What hurt your feelings? How did your parents handle your growth? Where were you more advanced than your parents? How is your mission unfolding so far? Take this moment as an angel to witness yourself and remind yourself of who you are at the age of 8. difficulties had you experienced? How are you faring on earth? Just take this moment to anchor in with yourself, whispering that support and encouragement, that soul support. crushes. You're hanging out more with your friends than with your family. You're thinking for yourself. You're discovering your own taste. Just take a moment to tune in with your 14-year-old self and give yourself some soul support, reminding yourself of your mantra, whatever that may be. Something like, invite you to take a moment to bring about a feeling of gratitude in your heart for all that you are and all that you've overcome. And I invite you to take a moment to look through your heart at yourself and just see all the ways that you are a blessing in the lives of those around you. Just witness yourself and how you're an inspiration, how you're a helping hand, how you're a solid friend, how you're someone who's leading the way for what is possible for humans on earth through your embodied example. Take a moment to notice how, as you heal yourself, as you evolve, as you take care to put love and devotion into every single little thing you do in your life, blessing your water, connecting with your food, caring for your loved ones, slowing down, speaking kindly to yourself, connecting with the earth, reminding yourself of who you are, that all those little things that you do for yourself, take a moment to notice how that ripples out to the collective, how your embodied example can have an impact on the collective consciousness. Just look at that through the eyes of your heart now. I invite you to come back fully to your heart. Imagine that you're a little Buddha sitting in the center of your chest. Now imagine that from the center of your chest there is a sun, and that this sun is radiating out in every direction around you in 5 feet in every direction, putting you in a sun egg, a light golden egg. This light, your own inner light, will protect you, and you can strengthen it by anchoring into your joy. When you get sad or mad or depressed, your light might temporarily dim, but you can find your way back to resonating with your own highest vibration by anchoring into your joy, following your joy. What lights you up from within? Do that. Be that. And by your embodied example, you will bring heaven to earth through your own vessel. Thank you for tuning in, Soul Fam. My name is Cassandra O'Connor. I'm a 5D embodiment coach and a soul mentor. And if you need extra support, working through traumas, gathering soul pieces, remembering who you are, or building your dream life, you can contact me directly at lovelikeanocean.com and set up an appointment there, or feel free to email me. Thank you very much for tuning into this meditation. If you want to continue with the rest of the years of your life, you can repeat it and just start at, do the before you were born part, and then start with the 1, 2, 3 as 30, 31, 32 part. So Leave in the comments. Let me know how this was for you, if it was helpful, if it was easy to follow or hard to follow, what you felt or saw, anything that you found helpful or interesting. Thank you so much for tuning in, and one heart, one love. See you soon.